Hi, this is Paul from globaltradingsoftware.com, and this is a Forex Day Trading tutorial. I'm using the MT4 platform for this particular video because a lot of our traders, whether they're in Europe, Middle East or even Asia, use MT4. So I'm going to be using some tools on there from xBrat. So we're going to use the xBrat algo for signals, the BIAS Depth Heatmap for that confirmation or not. So the BIAS Depth Heatmap is that go, no-go gauge. So one of the problems that retail traders actually make, and I'm being honest here, is they look for reasons to get in a trade. The opposite is in fact the best way to go. So you've got to find reasons not to trade. So this no-go gauge from the BIAS Depth Heatmap filters out those poor trades and looks for those high probability trades, because we're looking up 6 time frames from the time frame that you're on to actually give you that gauge, that bias, whether it's bullish, bearish or even neutral in yellow. And it gives you the reasons not to take the trade. So we're looking at the 4th and the 5th of July. So the 4th of July is notoriously difficult to trade for Forex traders because all of the American traders are off. Because it's Independence Day, so the volume's light and the direction never really takes off. But I wanted to give this is a good example really for that. So we're on the 5-minute time frame, US dollar, Japanese yen. 4th of July we get a 6-star sell signal. So this vertical line is not part of the indicator. It just allows me to help you visualize where we get the signal coming all the way down to this BIAS Depth Heatmap below my face to give you where that line is for that particular candle. So we get a 6-star sell at this point here. The BIAS Depth Heatmap, 4 are red, 1 is yellow, 1 is green. We're totally mixed. We don't take the trade. We see how it did move down slightly, but then we got a gap, then we pushed back up again. It was all horrible and not very nice. Then we get a 5 and a 6-star buy signal at this point here. Again, we've just found a pivot. We're coming back up. A lot of retail traders might just want to take that 5 and 6-star buy signal here, but look down below. We are 4 green, 1 yellow, on green. We're not all green. We haven't got the green light, as it were, for the long. The next signal comes along and we do get a 6-star buy signal again, but we are 5 out of 6 in the green. We don't take it. Look how deep that pullback was after a couple of candles after that signal candle. It pulled back really deep. Most retail traders would have panicked and taken a loss there. So we move forward. We're going into now the 5th of July. We get a 5-star sell signal. Remember, these vertical lines on your chart. Normally, I've just put them there to help us identify that on the BIAS Depth Heatmap. We're not taking this short. We're only 3 red, 2 yellow, 1 green. No go. Look what happens. It turns around. Then we get a 6-star buy signal. All 6 time frames are green. We go long, and look what happens. Nice long, shallow pullback, and then all of a sudden the manager ribbon turns red and we get out and take the profit. Now we've had some return leg, if you like, shorts, but we're not going to take them because our BIAS Depth Heatmap is not all red. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to go to that last trade here and we're going to talk about it as it happens. So we get the 6-star buy signal at this point here and we are all 6 time frames green. So we're good to go. We're going to enter just above that signal candle and go long. We get a pullback at this point here, but the ribbon remains green on the manager. And the links down below for the MT4 and the other versions of the xBrat algo, the manager and the BIAS Depth Heatmap, the trio of indicators that give you that solid strategy, both signal, confirmation, and then trade management. So we pull back, we get a nice shallow pullback, it goes up again. We get a down candle here with higher than average volume, but then we get a return leg here which is grey, but it's higher than average volume because we have that on there. So now we then get a high volume rejection, and I'm going to put the link down below this to the training for the manager, about 20 minutes, but it's understanding that this is a high volume rejection. It's also higher than average volume because this cyan dot's up above. So that actually tells us get out, even before this conservative entry. So that was our exit here, nice little trade. Now we're coming down, we're getting these sell signals, but we're still not all red, so we're not going to take those signals. So this is just a quick video to help you identify the BIAS Depth Heatmap is one powerful tool to filter out, and I showed you one out of those 5 trades were only ever any good, and that's the one that ran, and that's the one that had 6 of the time frames all in the same color, same bias as our signal with this 6-star buy signal here. All the rest were mixed and just fizzled out. The BIAS Depth Heatmap is your go, no-go gauge. Check out the links below this video, because it doesn't matter which strategy, whether using the xBrat algo for signals or using any other signal strategy, if you haven't got the confirmation from that go, no-go gauge of the BIAS Depth Heatmap, you simply don't take the trade. If you get that confirmation, the likelihood is this thing's going to run and you're going to get a nice little trade. Hopefully that helps. Speak to you all really soon.